And we are back alive here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for another Minnesota Wild watch party. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. This was taking forever to load up this game here, guys. But good to see you all. No intro. We're going right into it. 17-14 on the clock for me. Sorry if I'm a little bit behind. Like I said, this just took forever to buffer for me on ESPN. But we are here. We are here. And neither team has scored yet. Wild Gustafson just made the save. We're going to get a face-off in the Wild zone. All right. How's everybody doing here tonight? Glad I finally was able to get this going. I was panicking for a sec, chat. I was panicking for a sec. Hey, what's up, Tanner? Good to see you. Everybody who's watching on YouTube, everybody who's watching, everybody who's watching on YouTube, smash that like button. Everybody who's watching on Twitter/X, get your ass over to YouTube. Come join our community here. All right, Wild fighting in the corner. Good battle there. Wild come up through the neutral zone. Over the blue line, drop pass. And there's Eck backhand. That goes up and over, and we'll get a face-off in the Red Wing zone. 16:49 on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are here. Late game. Late game here tonight. Once 6:30-ish rolled around, I was like, some MMA was about, I watched a little MMA prelims, but I was just kind of twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, the last thing I'm doing here today is hockey, and I'm ready to go. 16:42. I know there were some other good games here today, as Tanner was saying. Columbus shuts out Dallas. Oh, springing up his man up center was Detroit, but good defense by the Wild. Detroit sends this around the net. The Wild get it back. Minnesota up that right side, losing it at the blue line, but they get that puck back and are able to evade their zone. 16-16. Wild change the forward group defense. Send the puck up through the neutral zone. They bring it over the blue line, and I don't know what the call is going to be. Offside, maybe. Penalty, perhaps. Friend Todd McCullen. Yep. Looks like Foligno with the high stick. And the Minnesota Wild are going to go on the penalty kill. Pretty much 5 minutes into this period. Oh, yeah, there it is. A little fishing expedition for Foligno. But I'm getting over cold, chat. So if you see this happen, whoops, I got to change the picture to Sota Pod. But you see that happen, it's just me blowing my nose. All right, and good job by the Wild winning the faceoff, and they send this back into the Red Wing zone and almost got his pocket pick there. Was more Sider, but here comes Lucas Raymond. Lucas Raymond, some speed, tries to spring his man in the DeBrincat, actually, at the top of the circle, and he does, but unable to get that shot off Larkin. Back to Raymond. A lot of talent here on this Red Wings power play. Able to keep this in. Raymond wasn't able to get that shot off quickly, though, and the Wild are able to regroup. What's up, hockey from home? And shot by the Red Wings and score. I don't know if that went straight up over Gustafson or if that was a tip, but man, beautiful, beautiful puck moving there. A lot of skill on that line, and Lucas Raymond with the rocket of a shot. Go Wild. Red Wings on back-to-back. Yes, but the Red Wings score first here, hockey from home.
Emotional damage.
Let's see if this was a tip or this went right over. Looks like he was screened. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. I saw that just by one goal, but what a shot. High blocker. Whew. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Well, that was quick. 1-0 Minnesota. What did Horror Docs? He said I was the curse. The Leafs scored first last night and they lost. That's true, hockey from home. That's true. The Wild have not. Oh, the Wild are 30th in the league. Penalty kill at home. The Red Wings are 24-1 when they score first. Time to break that. So there needs to be more discipline. I agree. That was a lazy fishing expedition there for him. Good to see you, Brian. 14:38. Wild bring this into the Detroit zone. Detroit gets it back behind the net. They send this up the right side, but right to the Minnesota Wild, and a shot. Unable to hit the net, but the Wild keep this in. They send it around the corner. Kaprizov loses it. But back to Hughes, to Kaprizov. Hughes sends it back to his man, but unable to get the shot off, loses it in his skates. And here come the Red Wings up through the Wild zone and offside. Holy mustache, dude. That's given fucking... Who is that? Hamonic. Travis Hamonic. I forgot he's still playing. He was really good with the Islanders back in the day. Damn, that's giving friggin' Middleton a run for his money. Marcus all excited after his hat trick. Someone calm Gramps down. I mean, if he's Gramps, then I'm great grandpa. I haven't found the best part of Neil's rant yet. Sounds good, Hog from home. 52 Detroit has one heck of a mustache. Yeah, it's friggin'... I didn't even know he was still playing. Travis Hamonic. Hey, what's up, Kenny? Good to see you. Glad to hear. I think Hamonic played for the Canucks for a very short period of time, too. Shot by the Red Wings. Blocked by the Wild. Oh, an hour ago. 13-16 Wild. Have the puck. They regroup. And the puck's going to go up and into one of the benches here. I'm not sure where that bounced, but anyways, we got a whistle. Team struggle throughout the year. Stars will be fine. Hello from Salmon Arm, BC. Well, I will say this, Blue Jays. In Minnesota, we don't really care about the Stars. But you know what? Shout out to Salmon Arm. My grandpa actually would drive up to Salmon Arm. I lived in Prince George growing up, but my grandpa would visit his fishing buddy in Salmon Arm before he'd come and visit us. So beautiful, beautiful spot to go rainbow trout fishing. Shout out to Blue Jay. Go to my first NHL games next Wednesday in Pittsburgh against the Blackhawks. Oh, nice. You'll get to see the legend Malkin, Crosby. You see young Bedard out there. That'll be fun, man. TV timeout, by the way, guys. Oops. We're Wild here. I meant to write Detroit. Again, sorry, guys. I'm sniffing away here. Getting over a cold. Small world. I was born and raised in Quesnel, but moved to Salmon Arm 13 years ago. Does Quesnel still have a BCHL team? I think when I was a kid, they had a BCHL team. I can't for the life of me remember what they were called. I think actually Terry Ryan played for the BCHL team in Quesnel. I always joked that the Trail Smoke Eaters on radio, whenever we talked about the Smoke Eaters, we just played like the bong soundbite. Smoke Eaters, but the team wasn't super thrilled with that. I did. It's a sick rink in Hamilton. Yeah, I grew up as a Penguins fan, and my sister's boyfriend played hockey back then. He's also a Penguins fan. So there you go. Hoppy, you've probably seen Hoppy on the Monday night shows. He's a big Pittsburgh fan as well. Hey, look at that TJ Oshie doing some commentary here. The War Road legend. No, but I remember Terry Ryan playing in Quesnel for sure. Hell yeah, Blue Jay. I'm in my 30s, so you're a little bit older than me, but I'm a big junior hockey guy. Or I live in the United States now, but I was a big junior hockey guy. The TD Center, or whatever it's called. It's a dope arena. 1306. Face off in the Red Wing zone to the right of the netminder. 13:02. And the Red Wings get it back. They come up through center. Nice pass up the right side. Man, the Red Wings are buzzing here speed-wise tonight. Wild keep this puck on the outside. In the corner, Eriksson Ek. Great job separating the man from the puck. Faber with it, trying to get it out, but 2 men on him here. Puck goes around the boards. Hughes unable to get at it as they're, again, just moving the puck so quickly here. Detroit, blue line. They send it in. That goes into the corner. Hughes, backhand pass. Hey, cheers, Blue Jay. Well, I mean, I grew up in Prince George, so Friday night Spruce Kings, Saturday night friggin' Cougars. Thanks for subscribing, man. But yeah, so this channel is like a collective of a bunch of hardcore hockey fans from all around the States and Canada, but all have like a rooting interest in the Wild. It's fun. But salmon arm, dude, that is so cool. I'll have to tell my freaking mom that, because it was her dad who was a big fisherman, and he, his fishing partner or his fishing buddy was in salmon arm. They go fly fishing all the time. All right, face off in Detroit zone. Get good win against the Maple Leafs on Monday, guys. And even though they were gassed against the friggin' Canadians, they were able to make it close. And I know 15 seconds at the end, it's the dagger. It's the dagger that no one wanted to see. Friggin' Cole Caulfield. But overall, I was happy with Tarasenko's performance. Am I calling for sale here in Salmon Arm? Cheap one measure combo. No luck yet. Really? Good win for the Red Wings against the Leafs last night. Leafs need 6 points to get back in the playoffs. Oh, what is going on? Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. My broadcast was bugging out earlier. Why couldn't it bug out during the TV timeout? Now it's bugging out again here. Actually, 3 to be tied with the Bruins. Did you see that Iowa Wild are in the Minnesota tomorrow outside? Yeah. Isn't Hockey Day in Minnesota or whatever this weekend? I shouldn't say or whatever. Okay, we're back at it, guys. Sorry about that. 10:53. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Canucks fan too. I was born and bred in BC. I just live in Minnesota now. And I've been doing a Minnesota Wild podcast for many, many years. I mean, I would rather the Canucks commit to a rebuild than continuing to just lie to the fans and put us through this hell. But yes, I'm stoked that they're finally committing to the rebuild. All right, face-off. Red Wing zone. Wild having a tough time winning the face-offs here. Oh, what a shot save by Detroit. Oh my goodness, battling forward in the corner. Blue line shot. And that goes left and wide. Wild still have they send up the right wall. Look, they had the pieces. It didn't work. Hughes is gone. Pettersson's about to be gone. Demko can't stay healthy. Like, they traded the young fucking goalie. Like, it's time to rebuild. They have some pieces already that are coming up. It's time to rebuild. Fucking Aquiluni, though, will not do it. That crazy blueberry farming motherfucker. Whistle in the Wild zone as this goes up and out of play. Well, Rangers won't play in New York till November. Harry Styles is on tour. How long is the road trip? I will say I'm stoked the Wild got Zeev Buium, and Ogren and Rossi. All are great players. And, I mean, 2 out of the 3 are very, very young, right? Like, Rossi's already an NHL player. But Ogren's just going to get better, and Zeev's going to be awesome. So Pittsburgh is doing Edmonton bad. They scored 3 goals in like a minute. Let's go. I'd rather Pittsburgh beat Edmonton, to be honest. I think it was, oh man, the lights just flickered. If we lose power, then we weren't meant to watch this game. I think it was the best return they were going to get out of any trade in the National Hockey League. So I'm very satisfied personally. And a draft pick, right? Wild with it in the center, or at center. They dump it in, chasing, 9:22. And Trenny with a big hit, shot from the circle and a save by Detroit. All right, halfway through the first period here, and I think they're going to go back to a TV timeout. Yeah, they're just actually, speaking of Hockey Day in Minnesota, they're talking about it right now in the broadcast. Yeah, I mean, he's been hurt more than he's been playing there, but I mean, I don't think Canucks fans really should judge him too much on this season. Wait, what? I'm so confused, Hockey from Home. I'm so confused. Yeah, that sucks. I met him actually in the summer. Fucking had a sauna sesh with a few of the Minnesota boys. Hockey from Home. The New York Rangers don't even play in August. And furthermore, I've literally watched New York Rangers games at home. So this is false, Hockey from Home. This is false information you're giving me. Ross, you want me back till after the Olympics? I remember when Terry Ryan and his dad visited my elementary school when they were here. I'm 43 now, but they were so kind, charismatic, and total class acts. Yeah, Terry Ryan Sr.'s a beauty. And I produced Terry Ryan's podcast. So if you listen to his podcast, Tales with TR, I'm his producer. I make sure you guys get the podcast every week. Hockey from Home. Just think about this statement for a second. Like, I don't know what else to say other than just think about what you just wrote. They're going to play on the road till November for the Rangers. Again, Hockey from Home. Please just think about what you wrote. Small world. Thank you for answering, but WUT, what? All right. Face-off won by the Wild? I know. I'm very confused too. Oh, nice back pass. Shot. Glove save. Puck trickles into the corner. Johansson with it sends it back to the blue line. That's okay, though. Harry Styles is touring. Cool stuff, Hockey from Home. Cool stuff. No idea how it affects the Rangers this season at all, but it is what it is. Florida 1, Winnipeg 1, Pittsburgh 3, Edmonton 0. Yeah, what's up, RJ, by the way? Thank you so much for the... I am not a diehard Wild guy. I just work here. Florida 1, Winnipeg 1, Pittsburgh 3, Edmonton 0. I heard they scored those ones quickly. Chicago 4, Carolina 3. Final and shootout. Ottawa 3-1 versus Nashville. Shout out to RJ. Good to see a real goose. But I got to say, go Red Wings. Hey, no, that's all good. Hey, Red Wings fans, Canucks fans, Wild fans, Toronto fans, doesn't matter. We're just watching hockey here together tonight. I would say I'm a diehard Canucks fan, but watch as much Wild hockey as I can and cover as much of it as I can, given that I work on the Sota pod. Hughes with it at the blue line. Hughes. Wrist shot. I think it hit. I don't know who it hit in front of the net, but that trickled left. Pass back in front. No one could get it, and this trickles back to center. Shot 7-7 apiece. 7:38 remaining in the first. Real goose. The Red Wings have been on a good little run here lately, though. Kaprizov to Hughes. Shot. And there's a save. We're going to have a face-off in the Red Wings zone. Man, Hughes has been buzzing here early. Sheesh, look at the way he skates, man. Since he was at Michigan, like even before he was with the Canucks, I was glazing this player. All right, unreal. All right, 728. God, it's minus 17 right now outside. Fahrenheit, chat. For all the Canadians watching, it's going to be pushing minus 30 tonight. That's some like Prince George winter weather. 720 and the Red Wings dump this one into the Wild zone. Hunt sends his puck around. Hunt evades the hit, but his stick goes flying. Red Wings still have it. They backhand it back around the net. Minnesota sends it back to center. Not able to hold on to it, though. Red Wings, they're going to slapper dump that one in. Wild have back in the corner. Spring their guy at center, but bounces off his stick, and the Wild are going to have to reset. That was some junior hockey ass shit, but Jiricek, Hunt, so far have actually looked okay. Again, I'm more of a fan of Hunt than Jiricek, but obviously Jiricek with a higher ceiling. They need him to pan out. Unable to get anything going in the Red Wings zone. Wild give up the puck. They lay a good hit in the corner. Red Wings pressure to the blue line. They lose it. Wild back with it, and they're going to reset. Wild unable to hold on to it at center. And now here come the Red Wings. Back and forth, giving up the puck right as they enter the blue line. And offside for the Red Wings. Good thing you got your toque. Hell yeah, Rusty. Dude, I got my fucking gloves here too. Dude, I got my gloves. I'm literally in a fucking blanket. It is fucking freezing, dude. I don't have a heat vent in my office. It's like down the hall to the left, in like the living room. And this little space heater is just not doing it today. These concrete walls have finally just turned my office into an icebox. My computer is even cold. Shot by the Red Wings and a nice save by Gustafsson. By the way, I figured out how to see previous live chat replays on my computer, so it was just a me problem. Got you. I mean, I'm never going to be a diehard Wild fan, but like I'm a hockey fan, so I love playoff hockey. Hey, thank you, Steve. Yo, shout out to Steve and Tanner, by the way, for their memberships on the channel. Really appreciate it. But yes, I mean, even when the Wild were in the playoffs against Dallas a couple years ago, I went downtown. I went downtown to Tom Reed's and some of the bars and just hung out with the crowds. It's supposed to be like minus 30 over here in Iowa tomorrow. I feel bad for the Iowa Wild. They're going to have to play in the cold tomorrow. I remember one time I watched a Flames alumni game in minus 30, and that shit was wild. Yeah, let's hope that he can stay healthy. I think that North Stars hoodie were always kind of my backup squad when the Wings didn't make it. Minus 25 Celsius here too. No. The Canucks, dude. I said I'm from British Columbia. Yes. Where are the Heartlanders again? Blake Wheeler for the Jets alumni game? No, I'm from British Columbia, Canada. I started the Sota Pod in 2017, I think. So I've just had a rooting interest in the Wild, and I covered them for the Hockey Podcast Network for a few years, and then we went independent, and I partnered with the State of Hoppy, and we've grown into a network here in Minnesota. So since we've grown into like a little bit of a network, I needed to be on the ground here. Corville. Technically, Minnesota Pod, yes. David Perron will miss 5 to 7 weeks because of a sports hernia that will require surgery. Oh, that sucks because he's up there in age now too, right? Like he's pushing 40. One of the most consistent players in his prime. I mean, he was still putting up good points, man. 25 points in 49 games? Fuck, that sucks. Last year didn't have a good year, but the year before, 47 points, 56, 57. Dude, David Perron, man, what a, 37 now. What a consistent player. That's pretty awesome. They're in Corvo. I never knew that. I got to go catch a game sometime. I'm not too far from there. Yo, I want to see the Heartlanders play, honestly, even more than Iowa. The Iowa Wild, goddamn. They all got the same names. Hell yeah, dude. So this channel is primarily hosted by Wild fans, but like one of the athletic writers, Joe Smith, also does a show here. He isn't a fan. He's a writer, right? So there's a hell of a Blues team with Shattenkirk, Perron. Yup. Pietrangelo, freaking David Backus. 502. Faber rips it around. Oh, she was on that team for a little while. Iowa Wild shouldn't have the record they have right now. I just don't know what they're missing. 442. Wild bring it in. Kaprizov, left side. But Blue Jay, even if you're just a hockey fan, doesn't matter what team, but dope, you're a Canucks fan. If you're just a hockey fan, you'll fit in here. Like Hockey from Home loves all hockey, so she fits in here too. 417. Shout out to the Utah comments. They used to be the Utica comments. Or sorry, shout out to the Utica comments. They used to be the Vancouver Canucks farm team. Shout out to K-Rock Rain. We used to bring him on the radio show all the time to talk about Canucks prospects. 358. What the heck's going on at 1 in the morning? Hughes with it. Looking to reset. Jeez, Soderberg, 252 pounds. He's 24. Yurov with it. Right side. Didn't go around the net. Still has it. Corner shot. That doesn't get through the bodies. And the Wild are going to get a power play here. Foligno complaining. Hooking call. And Travis Hamonic with that big old mustache is saying, that's bullshit. We have a Wild XL Energy power play. Oh, no, wait. Was the hooking call on Euro? Okay, it was on Euro, but Foligno was the one who made sure. Go K-Wings, Vancouver AA team. Shout out to Kalamazoo Wings. All right, here we go. Here's the power play for the Wild. Yo, shout out my friend Tracy and the fine folks at Lupulin. Guys, if you're watching on X/Twitter, come over to YouTube. See you later, Hog from Home. Stay warm. 157. Wild lose, and this puck goes all the way back down the length of the ice. Gustafson pressured. Makes the quick pass. One championship, yes. 6:30 a.m. for you. I know, right after this game, I'm going to bed. Didn't get much work done today, but it is what it is. So I got to get some sleep because tomorrow's going to be a long day. 3 MMA streams in a row. This puck goes out into the crowd, and we're going to have a face-off, I think, at center. I'm probably going to start it a half an hour late. I'll probably start at 6 a.m. and just skip the first fight. We'll see. Like, it's already 9:16. It's crazy. I only watched the ACA card today. I don't know how good the ACA card is tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's card is meh, but the 200 card in a couple weeks is really good. How is the ACA card? Zuccarello with it. Oh, and what a shot! What a shot! Zuccarello set up Kaprizov, and this is tied! 2:41 remaining in the first period, and the Wild's power play doesn't even need Vladimir Tarasenko. They don't even need Vladimir Tarasenko right now, as Kaprizov gets it done.
the right way. How much does that rub off on you and the rest of the team?
What's a rub off means?
How much do you learn from that?
Oh, okay.
I grew up in Minnesota. I attended Glen, Sonmore, Dickver Skating School, played VMI and New Hope Hockey. No way. I lived in New Hope for a little bit. Or actually, Crystal is what I called it. But potato, Crystal, New Hope, same fucking area. When I first moved to Minnesota, I lived in New Hope / Crystal area. So that's super cool, Steve. Yo, again, thank you so much for being a member. It was a very good card. Hog from Home was a very good card. For it being mostly a prospect card, it was pretty good. All right, we're tied 9 shots apiece, 1-1, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. The Wild with a little momentum. 2:03. And we got another whistle. Another one. Oh, what a shot by Kirill, man. What a shot. By the way, guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's try to get to 25 likes on the video. I didn't even get a poll question up yet. I got to get a poll question. 159. Detroit with it. At center, Wild crowding their passing lanes. Wait, TJ Oshie and Zuccarello fought? That's hilarious. Columbia Heights represent. Let's go. Right, I played in Crystal Little League. Dude, that's sick. Love, and I grew up in Quesnel. We lived down the road from each other. Or Mitch Love and I grew up in Quesnel. I never liked him, but he was fairly tough for the same age. Dude, Quesnel was dope, man. I always liked Quesnel. No offense, Trail, but Quesnel's nicer. Quesnel's nicer than Williams Lake, too. I'll say it. There's better fishing in Quesnel. Oh, 2-on-1 and good defense by the Wild. But yeah, no, Salmon Arm area is beautiful right now, too. Just beautiful BC. 1 minute remaining in the period, guys. Detroit. Oh, no, they're going to send this down the length of the ice, and we're going to have a face-off. Wait, they're literally showing the fight. Zuccarello, TJ Oshie, Blues, and New York. Oh, what a terrible fight, but that is awesome. You know what? So yeah, TJ Oshie and Matt Zuccarello fought back when Zuccarello was with the New York Rangers and Oshie was with the Blues. Yo, shout out to TJ Oshie, man. I loved watching him when he was with the Blues. Loved him with the Capitals. And that's cool. He's doing some commentary work now. Kaprizov gets the puck back in his own zone, settles things down, able to get it over the line before he gets his pocket picked. Oh! Just missing. That loose puck was a Raymond, and there was an open net on that left side. 20 seconds remaining in this period. Shot by Spurgeon. That goes wide. Back at center. 10 seconds. Is there time for one more play? Puck gets dumped in. Wild with it. Tarasenko. Cross ice pass. Johansson trying to send someone up at center. Can he get the pass? Off. Eriksson can't get the shot off. It's in the slot, and that is it for the first period, ladies and gentlemen. 101. Not a bad first period. Entertaining hockey. Cam Talbot in there. I liked when Cam Talbot was with the Wild. I was very impressed with his performances. Good to see him still making his money in the league. All right. End of the first period, guys. We'll go over the box score. We'll go over some of the stats here. And then I'll leave you guys with a clip of one of our latest videos here on the Sota Pod. Oh, shit. I was just supposed to finish this poll question. First, I'll get a poll question up. Kaprizov from Zuccarello and Hughes. Can't get any nicer than that, chat. By the way, I think I have 5 more memberships to give out, so let me do that right now as well. Oh, never mind. I've already sent all my 10. So okay, so there's only a few more, or only a couple more weeks left. February, we'll have 10 more memberships to give out, and we'll hand them out, guys. Thank you so much for all the support from those who keep coming back. All right, poll question. Do you want Matt, or do you want Zuccarello to come back on a short-term team-friendly deal? I mean, at this point, even if it's year to year, fuck it. I'm going to take the third option also as a yes, by the way. But you just understand the lore. Jeez, ESPN. All right. Shots 11-10 for the Minnesota Wild. Block shots 2 for the Wild, 4 for Detroit. 6 hits to 5. So physical game for both of them. I noticed this. Damn, bro. 17-6 in faceoffs. 74% for the friggin' Red Wings. That's nuts, man. That's crazy. You have great energy and vibes. I look forward to calling future games. I try to do one every week for the Wild, and then I'll also do a lot of international games. So Olympics, World Juniors, the whole 9 yards. By the way, StreamYard seems to be tripping because I see your guys' comments on YouTube, but I don't see them in this chat yet. I think StreamYard's chat is a little behind, but that's okay. We'll go over the box score here on ESPN. Again, always nice to see the Dallas Stars lose. Columbus only getting them by 1 goal too. Damn. What the heck, man? ESPN's website just pisses me off sometimes. Here it is. It's just so funny. It put the Wild game like just smack dab in the middle of like the schedule, even though it's the last game of the day. But anyways. So yeah, some stats here from the Wild. Kaprizov, 1 shot on net, 1 goal. Zuccarello with the assists. Also, like Chad said, from Quinn Hughes. As far as minutes tonight, I mean, Brock Faber, Quinn Hughes eating up a lot of minutes, 9 minutes apiece. Middleton with 8, Spurgeon just over 6. Then, yeah, Yurchek and Hunt just over 3, 306 apiece each. Eriksson Ek with a lot of minutes too, 604. Hartman, Kirill, and Zuccarello, though, they're eating the most at all at 8. And that fourth line not getting much here, but Yurov looked good, actually. He's 7 shifts, 4 minutes, and I've liked his play thus far as well. Honestly, I've been impressed with the kid pretty much every single night. All right, finally the chat's starting to catch up a little bit. Hey, I'd have more energy if I wasn't getting over a cold. By the way, Blue Jay, if you dig my vibe here, you should check out my second channel. It's called The City Life Project. If you're into combat sports, Muay Thai, boxing, MMA, the whole 9 yards, I cover 30 plus hours of combat sports every week as well. So a little humble plug for my second channel. All right. Any comments from you guys? Any thoughts from you guys? The live chat here on this first period. And Vote in the poll question. Vote in the poll question. Hey, sweet Blue Jay. We got a big day tomorrow. I'll be up at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow streaming Muay Thai and then some Polish MMA and then more. No, wait, then some French MMA, then some more Muay Thai and MMA. And then Saturday, we have some freak show Polish fights and then UFC. So it's going to be a big day Saturday. And then I think Crush. So some Japanese kickboxing at like 3 a.m. Yo, what's up, Creepy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all for a first period. I thought, other than the face-offs, and like before I even looked at the numbers, I saw the eye test, and I was like, my God. But not a bad period at all. Looked like the Wild had more momentum at the end of the period, which is always a good thing. Scoring late really helped. Oh, I'm watching ESPN, by the way, right now, and fucking love John Tortorella. I know some people aren't a fan, but you know what? I think he's one of the greatest coaches of all time. And I'm Canadian, bro. I would even... not even an upset. It wouldn't even be an upset. So, yes, dude, the way you frame that is like Arnold Allen is like a fucking nobody who has less experience than a Jean Silva. Arnold Allen is a better fighter than Jean Silva. So absolutely, I think Arnold Allen can beat Jean Silva. And I don't think it would be an epic upset at all. I don't know what the odds are. Maybe on Vegas's point of view, it would be an epic upset, but I know Arnold Allen is the way better fighter. Do I think John Silva's dangerous? Absolutely. But Arnold's tough to finish, and the only reason he doesn't fight so often is because he breaks his hands because he's such a dog and he's just from punching people's skulls too much. There's a stuff called Hyssop Health Therapy. That's a widely grown oregano spray that costs $45, but you'll hardly ever get sick against the best. Okay, I'm going to bookmark that. Agree, dude. Odds-wise, they're treating it like a piece of crap. Okay, I know this is a hockey stream, but I got to look at this. People forget, man. People forget that Kevin Vallejos, who's still a very raw prospect in the UFC, took Jean Silva to 3 rounds, right? Arnold Allen is a fucking beast and has always been a guy at the top of the rankings. And he trains out of Canada, trains in Quebec. All right. Let's see. What are the odds? Minus 300 for Silva? I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the Arnold train 100%. Am I the only person who thinks Robert Thomas should be the Wild's #1 priority? I think they could get it done with Stramel, 27 first-round pick, and maybe Lambos. Got to give up Wallstedt. But yes, and I'm down to pull the trigger. Silva's easy to hit, though. Yeah. I think Silva's good. I think it's a really good matchup. I think this should be a pick'em, to be honest. Because you're telling me that Arnold Allen and Diego Lopez don't go 3 rounds? Just saying. Or 5? Just saying. Dude, I'm stoked you're an MMA fan too. That's awesome. Creepy Colors is also an MMA fan, so kind of a little cross promotion here. And he's very good, don't get me wrong, but when him and Kevin Vallejos fight again, Vallejos is winning in the rematch, baby. Let's go, Argentina, stand up. They may not have a hockey team, but they got some hella good fighters right now. All right, before Hoppy straight up kicks me off the channel, before Hoppy kicks me off the freaking channel, let's leave you guys here. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab some more tea because my nose has been freaking running like Niagara Falls. Oh, Canada, baby. I need to just have like a coughing fit off screen quickly. So I'm going to quickly refill this cup of tea. There's only 8 more minutes until the period's back anyway, so I will leave you guys with a little teaser. Here's the full video talking about potential wild trade targets that Hoppy and Z talked about in Judd's Buds on Monday. My name's Isha, by the way, but you can call me host too. That's fine. I'm definitely hosting some fucking disease right now. I'll tell you that much. Remember that Alan gave Holloway some problems. Dude, Alan gives everybody problems. I don't even think Alan will be desperate. I think Alan, I don't even think, I know Alan's the better fighter. I think Silva, though, it all depends on the first round from Silva. I think Arnold Allen will be fine. Silva might go balls to the wall in the first round, or he might be calm, cool, collected, because I think going balls to the wall is what ultimately lost him that Lopez fight. Yeah, now you have to join the City Life chat to talk about MMA there, because we've held the hockey fans here hostage too long, talking about two people who they have no idea. Who they don't even know. They don't even know who they are. They have no idea who they are. Hey, nice to meet you, Scott. Nice to meet you. So let's quickly take a break. 5 minutes until the broadcast is back. So let's take a break. We're going to leave you guys here with, like I said, a quick hit on some trade targets, all from the New York Rangers, that the Wild might be checking in on here. And this is a clip from Judd's Buds, which aired on Monday. I put the full video clip link in the chat. If you want the full stream link, that's also on the channel. Back on the other side. Do not go anywhere. More Wild coverage after this quick break.
Is it worth the risk of acquiring Trocheck before the Olympics? Kind of think there's going to be a lot of injuries over there. I think the worry about there being a ton of injuries is overplayed. But the possibility of injury, like, I'd be waiting until after the Olympics to be safe for sure. And I personally, it's not a matter of Trocheck not being a good player. What it's going to cost and the salary that gets allocated to him, that's not the guy I want. And I know Bill Guerin's going to disagree. I'm not in on that. The only Ranger I want, and people will push back on this, and that's fine. I know another member of the network, Brett Marshall, will absolutely come at me for this, but like, give me JT Miller. Fine. If you can find a way to make that work, sure. Because that's a difference maker. That is a guy that can play first line center and be an absolute dog gamer for you. Trocheck, 4 years ago, maybe he could be like a fringe first line center. He's not that. He's a great depth center. That's not what you need right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think if, like, let's say, regardless of what goes out in order to bring Vincent Trocheck in, does Trocheck on this hockey team make this hockey team better right now? Yeah, I think he does. I still think he produces well enough to be a 2C. Again, I don't love the fact that he signed multiple years. And I just think the amount that's going to take...
Sorry. I don't want 2C in the equation. This 2C
That's what I'm saying.
That is planted.
Right.
Do you think that he can play 1C?
Well, listen, I mean, when we're talking, Ryan Hartman's 1C right now. He's producing because he's playing with Kirill Kaprizov and Matt Zuccarello, right? So, like, that's the thing. I'm not saying that I'm for the Vincent Trocheck trade. I'm not. Like, I think he's a good player that makes his team better. Obviously, good at faceoffs. Yarov can't win a faceoff right now, even though he won like 2 faceoffs tonight, and one of them ended up with, I think, the Felito tip-in goal, which is very funny. And I think he was going up against, I think it was like Nick Waugh, who's like 60% the dot. It's like, well, that wasn't supposed to happen, but all right. Again, with the amount that it's going to cost you to bring in potentially, like, some of the prices that are getting thrown around for that kind of a package, I'm like, well, that's going to take you out of the running to do anything meaningful this year and possibly a whole lot in the summer. Plus, it's taking up like another couple of years on your books. I'm just like not really in on that. And again, I think he's a good player. He improves the roster, but like, if you're going to go out and, like, especially if you're going to be giving up the few legit assets that you have right now available to you, I don't know if he's the guy to do that with, right? Yeah. I'd rather, again, this is we're going to get into the Russo's article and all the potential fits or whatever that he brought up all the names.
Yeah.
If I'm going to move out legit assets, bring in a guy with some term, or well, decent amount of term left, I would put more assets in a trade and acquire a guy like Robert Thomas, who could absolutely be a 1C, especially when he's playing with Zuccarello, with Kaprizov. Like, that's a legit.
I'll give
legit
all of the assets for him.
Yeah, whatever asset. Again, like, I don't think that's remotely in the cards.
Hang on. Z.
Just the fact that his name's getting floated out there, I would give up a ton.
Do you even flinch at including Yurov if it's Robert Thomas coming back?
I'll be like, oh, God damn it, I love Danilo
I'll be
Yurov,
sad,
Robert
but
Thomas.
I'm doing it. Just like
Right, yeah.
I'm sad Z Williams gone, but it's Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, right. And that's the other thing too. Like, as we saw with the Quinn Hughes trade, it should be illegal for anybody. Like, well, that guy is he's not untouchable. Nope, there's no untouchables. If there's another player that like 10 minutes ago we thought would have been an untouchable for that team, guess what? If he was available.
Z, we got to address this one. I'll let you go first because I think we're on the same page, but maybe not. Terry Anderson 2450. Would you consider putting Jesper in a trade package if it meant outbidding teams for the right player? I do think it's important to caveat, like, what's the right player in that scenario? But Jesper in general being included in a big time package.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me sick. I'm a no on it. That being said, I understand why that name comes up when you consider the fact that, like, you look at the prospects you have. I mean, like,
he's our best asset.
He's the best asset. And I mean, what we see him do this year, obviously, it's just absolutely skyrocketing the value that he basically lost all of last year, but like in 1 year. So again, I understand why that ends up coming up. I am against that hard. Like, I think that scares the shit out of me. I don't want to do that at all, but
if Guerin has just decided we are picking a goalie and moving forward, who would you rather trade? Because he and Gustafson both have a ton of value on the trade market.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you rather keep?
Well, I mean, I think right now I'd have to go Gus. He's locked up. He's still, 26? 25, 26?
Checking.
Still going to be right in his prime for a couple of years. You got him locked up at a really good contract. Obviously we've got
27
now. Yeah, still locked up to.
This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle. Waggle is a golf term, so their origin is obvious. But like you and I, their roots extend well beyond the tee box. Waggle is rooted in early mornings on the water and late nights around the campfire, in lacing up the skates, and in casting a line. These hobbies and passions are what inspire their team daily to create apparel that makes you say, wow, this was made for me. Because, really, it was. Waggle's biggest sale of the year is live right now. Hats, polos, pants, shorts, jackets, flannels, socks, everything is 30% off. We pulled together a list of our all-time favorite products, so make sure you shop the link in the description.
And we are back live here on the SotaPod YouTube channel for the second period. Here's the Wild host the Detroit Red Wings 1-1 as we start this second period. And the Wild with some momentum here, shot from the blue line. That's blocked in front of the net, and the Red Wings are going to send this down the length of the ice. And actually, it was a beautiful cross-ice pass caught right at the blue line. Red Wings get a shot off of the Wild, send this through center as well, and able to keep this puck. They send it around the blue line, hoping to spring someone at the line, but instead the Detroit Red Wings get it back in the speed shot, and great save by Gustafson. I'll say the face-offs and speed here tonight are the advantages for the Detroit Red Wings, and Patrick Kane with that shot. If the Wild want to win face-offs, they should make a trade with the Jets for Jonathan Toews. He smoked them in face-offs the other night. I've been impressed with Jonathan Toews' comeback, to be honest. I didn't have high expectations, but he's looked good. He's looked good. Red Wings win the face-off shot from the blue line. Another save by Gustafson. Wild get it. I mean, friggin' less than a Robert Thomas or top center. Aho level. Not to say that Aho is being moved, but like that level of guy. See, I think like Stramel and like Lambos and a pick could maybe get an O'Reilly. I think Wallstedt is the next tier to get that next big guy. What O'Reilly does is at least buys you some time to potentially get an even bigger, like land a bigger fish before Hughes hits free agency. It basically buys you a little bit more time than just this season. It buys you some time in the summer and maybe the early part of next season too. But and if it works out, it works out. But I just prefer him to Trocheck. $18.30. But the real task is getting Hughes to sign. $18.24. Hughes with it. Speaking of, shot! And a high sticking penalty is going to come on Detroit. He hit our boy Johansson in the face. JT Compher? I barely knew her. Shout out to JT Compher. He used to play for the Avs. Maybe bounced around a little bit as well, but so my friend would always say that when we were on the radio. Compher? Barely knew her. Oh, ouch. 30 years old for Compher. Yeah, he played for a while with the Avalanche. He even won a cup with them in 2022. He's been with Detroit for the last 3 seasons now. Yeah, he was good. Like 30-point guy. Almost hit 50 in his first years with the Red Wings. If he would have played a full season, he would have. Hey, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Guerin and Hughes are good buds. I think you're in good shape. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Who isn't good buds with Guerin? That's the question. I've run into Billy Guerin, and he's all chatter all the time. So Kaprizov sets up his guy in front and unable to get it, but Hughes keeps it in. Kaprizov again, left side. Tarasenko, sharp angle shot back to sharp angle shot opportunity here like he got in Montreal. He takes it, but that goes up. He gets it. Kaprizov loses it, and Detroit's going to dump this back into the Wild zone. Wild are changing up their power play. Glad Hughes has an American GM, won't be kept out of the Olympics like 4 nations. 17-10. Spurgeon. I mean, it happens in Canada too, man. It happens in Canada. Martin St. Louis. I mean, one of the reasons why his time in Tampa Bay was done was because Stevie Y left him off that Canadian roster. Now, ultimately, he got to play because John Tavares got hurt, but still. Crosby wanted Chris Kunitz. It worked out. We beat Sweden. Spurgeon behind the net. Kaprizov tried to hit Eriksson Ek in front, and that's a beautiful save by Gam Talbot. Woo. 19 seconds remaining on the power play. Come on, Tarasenko. How do the Wild take this to OT? Hartman missed it there. I don't know. What do you think, Chad? It doesn't feel like it's an OT game. I feel like it's going to be a close game, but I think one team ends up taking it by 2. Yeah, it's long story short, I'm from British Columbia. Oh, turnover shot opportunity. That goes right into the corner. Wild, so I'll explain in a second. Yurov behind the net, Eriksson Ek. Faber. I'm a hockey fan first and foremost. Yurov back to the blue line, shot. Beautiful save by Talbot, and the Red Wings are back to even strength. They're back to full strength. They're at even strength on the ice now. Oh, and just missing the tip in front. And here come Detroit. Right side, settling things down. Back to the blue line. Red Wings send it around. Detroit still with it. Corner. Tries to send it back to the blue line, but caught up at the circle. And the Red Wings a sloppy pass, and that's going to go through center. So I started the Sota podcast back in 2017 under the Hockey Podcast Network, which was a hockey network that I co-founded. We needed a Wild show on the network to fill in all the slots on launch day, so I did it. Ended up, having a rooting interest in the Wild, even though I'm a Canucks fan. I have a rooting interest in the Wild. I'm not a diehard Wild fan by any means, but I've been covering this team since 2017 now. I don't get emotional when they win or lose, although it's nicer when they're winning, and it's nice when they make the playoffs because I live in Minnesota, so it's buzzing here. But yeah, so I've been covering this team since 2017. The podcast grew from just me hosting it to the State of Hoppy hosting it as well. And then I moved to Minnesota in 2020, I want to say 3 or 4. No, 2022. I can't even remember. 2022, 2023. And the podcast expanded into a network. So now I don't even the Sota Pod show doesn't even exist anymore. It's a network, and we have a show with one of the Athletic writers, Joe Smith. We have a show with Brett Marshall. It's all analytics. We have a show with Spoke Z. That's all prospects, and we have live streams because I fucking love watching hockey and I'm watching all these Wild games anyway. So if I can go live for one a week and hang out with you guys, that's what we're going to do. So there's the long story short. I also stream 30 plus hours of combat sports, MMA, Muay Thai, kickboxing on the City Life Project. So if you want to check out some of my other stuff too, that is my channel. Oh, damn. Both guys get tangled up at center there. And Sturm in some discomfort. All right, 14-40. Hartman loses the draw. Man, the Wild have not been good in the face-off draw here tonight. Excuse me, 20-10 for Detroit. Right arm. 14-28 shot by the Red Wings and a good save by the Gus Bus himself. Fuck, the Red Wings are a fun team to watch. I watched the Maple Leafs game. It was a chippy game, but it was fun. Sandine Pelican, Bernard Docker. Yeah, that's a mouthful. $14-26. And again, the Wild lose the faceoff. Man. Shot deflected up. Where's the puck? Is behind the net. Bulldozing their way through. I mean, pretty big lineup here for Detroit on the ice right now. My goodness. And puck in front of the net, poking it. Save by Gustafsson. Good shift by Detroit right now, guys. Yeah, 6'8", 24-year-old. He's 250 pounds, man. He's like that freaking Belarusian on the Capitals. 22-10 in faceoffs right now for Detroit. Someone's got to give for the Wild, who are usually ahead or at least 500. Another save by Gustafsson. Rebound. Unable to get it on net, but back to the blue line. Wild try to get through the passing lane. Foligno staying on his man, but great job by Detroit, man. And the backhand pass by Detroit wasn't there for his man, but the Wild going to get it back. Covering in front, leaving for his man in the corner. Shot blocked. Again, what a shift here. The Wild have turned the puck over twice. Shot by Detroit. Johansson gets in front of that one. Jiricek sends it back to the right wall. The Wild need to get this puck out. They need some new legs. And finally, the Wild can regroup and at least get some bodies. Protoss, yes. I remember watching him live at the X last year, and Spurgeon was trying to clear him out of the crease, and it was hilarious because Spurgeon was literally up to his hips. He's a good player. I like watching him. He's not quick, but 3 strides and like Big Buff, he's gone. Good to see you, by the way, man. Oh, wraparound attempt by the Red Wings again. The Wild men are being pressured again by the Wings, or by the Red Wings. And this is the Red Wings' best freaking... I mean, other than when they scored in the first period, this is their best sequence of play so far. Another save by Gustafsson. Trickles back to the right side. Detroit has it back to the blue line. They keep this in. What is this? A power play shot from the blue line. That doesn't get through traffic. And Juracek and Hunt have been on the ice for 2 minutes now. 12-12 in the second period. And these young defenders, they got some tired legs, man. Can they get off the ice? They send it the length of the ice and pressuring here. Oh, man, and Juracek still caught out there. And is this going to be icing? Okay, Juracek can finally get the... There was a whistle, and Juracek can finally get off the ice. Man, similar to Parayko, yep. Fuck, Dustin Byfuglien was just another animal, though, because, like, he was so talented, too. And just freak of nature. Freak of nature. And, like, he could have played a few more years. He didn't have to retire. He went out on his own terms in very Dustin Byfuglien way. I grew up watching Dustin Byfuglien play for the Prince George Cougars of the WHL. So I hated that he was on the Blackhawks. Right, Blue Jay? But always have a special place in my heart for Big Buff. And loved him on the Jets. 11:31 and Middleton on the ice and be able to help with a breakout here. Finally, some fresh legs, and here come the Wild in the offensive zone. Tarasenko trying to support Ek there, but Lucas Raymond gets it back and sends it the length of the ice. Back in the corner. Almost halfway through the second period. And it's been Detroit that has had the better period so far. Eriksson Ek again, unable to hold this in the neutral zone. And another turnover and a hit on Eriksson Ek now too. Man, first game back and he's taking some damage here. 10:46. And he was on the ice for a while. Faber up the left side. And this is going to be icing as no one was able to touch it. So face off in the Wild zone. And I imagine we're going to go to a TV timeout here. All right, shot 17-20. So funny enough, no TV timeout. All right. Imagine the next big whistle then. Guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. If you're watching on X/Twitter, come over to YouTube, join our community here. 10:25, Wild up through the neutral zone. They send this in the corner, battling. Faber, he comes up and helps. Red Wings get it back. Wild got this. Oh, Gustafsson coming out, doing his best Marc-Andre Fleury impression. And Gustafsson's going to ice this one. He doesn't fight, he scores. Well, maybe next time hit the net, Gus. But anyways, I see what you're doing. Oh! Man, they're just showing some of X hits tonight. He just laid Kane out. Damn. All right, face off to the right of Gustafsson. And look at this. The Wild finally win a face-off. Look at that, chat. Finally winning a face-off. Unable to keep this, get this puck out, though, as Detroit has it. They send it around the boards. Red Wings might get tired. Third period, they're second to back-to-back. That is true. And they went to overtime, right? Or was it the... Didn't they have overtime the other night? God, I'm tired. But yes, back-to-back. They definitely look like the quick team. We'll see if that continues in the third. Oh, Tripping. Yeah. Tripping on Hartman, and the Wild are going to go back on the power play. They are, what are they 0 for 1 or 1 for 2 right now? 0 for 2. Yeah, they're 1 and 2 on the power play so far. Yes, last night. Okay. I'm not going crazy. Thank you, Dakota. I was up early covering MMA, so everything's just kind of bunched together. Right now, we're going to go to the TV timeout. But yeah, that is a clear as day trip, ladies and gentlemen. Clear as day trip. All right, yeah, back to the TV timeout.
What's in your wallet? And Progressive makes getting plans for it so easy.
June Miles is Pepsi Progressive.
Wow, they support you. Grandma supports you. You're a lucky guy.
Joe doesn't have Progressive and takes it out on those who do.
All right, we need Tarasenko, man. We need Tarasenko.
You can answer.
We need him to get another one. We need him to get another one. Oh, Dory, you'll see my face again here. How you doing, by the way, Makoto Dakota? It's good to see you. We had both Brian's in the chat here today as well. Halfway through this period, good time for the Wild to go back on the power play. Still need to improve the face-offs, though, man. 12 and 20. 12 for the Wild, 24 for the Red Wings, almost at 67%. But at least the Wild are getting some shots off here. They had some early momentum in the period. And glad to hear. Stay warm, man. Stay warm. Freaking minus 17 Fahrenheit and dropping right now.
Shout out to Red Wings analyst Mickey Redmond. He had spinal fusion surgery. His partner Ken Daniels posted on Instagram. The surgery went well, so get well, Mickey, legend. Hope you're back on the Red Wings broadcast very soon after the Olympic break.
Oh, yes, Red Wings broadcaster Mickey Redmond just had some spinal surgery, so wishing him the best in his recovery. Hey, pretty good crowd here at Grand Casino. 9-13. Wild on the power play. Zuccarello sends it to Kaprizov. Kaprizov forcing Talbot to make a save. Hartman back to Kaprizov in the corner. Hartman. Tarasenko shot. That's blocked, but Hughes with it now. Hughes in the corner. Back to Hartman. Hartman with a shot. That's blocked. And the Red Wings are able to back this down the length of the ice. Tarasenko springing Hartman. Hartman around the net. Leaves it for Zuccarello. He sends it around. And there's Quinn Hughes. Hughes back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov springs Tarasenko. Tarasenko back to Hughes. Back to Tarasenko. Back to Hughes. Hughes to Zuccarello. Zuccarello. Shot. That's blocked. I know, dude. So late. Mick is a legend. Shook his hand once. Zuccarello to Tarasenko. Well, hope they said he should be back after the Olympic break. So Zuccarello shot. That almost hit Hartman, but that goes up high and wide. Detroit can't get this out. Well, they can. They get it out of the blue line, but unable to make a change. Zuccarello, 34 seconds remaining. Zuccarello to Urov. Zuccarello to Quinn Hughes. Hughes. Kaprizov. Zuccarello. Kaprizov didn't elect to shoot. Tried to spring Eck in front. I know I'm getting pretty tired too, Brian, but we're halfway through the game. Shot by Kaprizov. Urov on the rebound. What a save by Talbot. What a save by Talbot. Oh my God, he lost his stick though. He lost his stick, Quinn Hughes. 1 second left on the power play. Back to Kaprizov, shot. And it goes up and over the glass. Insanity. Insanity. What a sequence indeed. 7 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock. What a power play opportunity from the Wild. Made the best of it. Did everything but score there. Oh, what a save by Talbot. Holy fuck, chat.
That shit beautiful.
That was a beautiful save by Talbot. This is a very good game. This is a very good game. Not a high scoring game, but a very good game. All right, TV timeout. We all need to catch our breath. Wow. I mean, you got to imagine that's going to give the Red Wings a little bit of momentum here. That was a good kill. They had some tired legs on the ice as well.
Serious side effects including
I should check in on the poll question here in a little bit.
dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections.
We still got a couple minutes of commercials.
Tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash.
All right, let's check in on the poll question. 18 likes. We're trying to get to 25, guys. So if you're watching on Twitter/X, come over to YouTube, the Sota Pod. And come and vote on our poll question. Come and like the video. All right, poll question. Do you want Zuccarello to come back on a short-term team-friendly deal? Sorry for the typos. 58% say yes, 23% say no, 19% say Lizard King, baby. A TJ Oshie interviewing Marcus Johansson between the benches. Love to see TJ Oshie doing the broadcasting thing now. That's awesome. Apparently Marcus Johansson beats TJ Oshie in golf every time. All right, Faber loses his stick there. These sticks are flying everywhere. Wild, get it in the Detroit zone. Good forecheck. Detroit now fighting for it in the corner. 6:44. Hinestroza shot. Great save by Talbot. He's been on fire tonight, playing his former team. Man, Sabres beat Montreal. They just cannot be stopped. 6:27. Wild still with it. Up against the wall, and Detroit gets it back. But right after that, the Wild get it back. Little bumblefuck on both ends. Yeah, Yoshi's teammates say he's an awesome guy, full of positive energy. Yup. War Road legend. 6 minutes. And Wild can't keep it in the Detroit zone. Detroit pokes it to the neutral zone. And they're going to try to gain the blue line. They poke it in. Quinn Hughes with it now as the Wild are going to set up their breakout. Wild, 23 shots to 22. So they have come back in shots. $22 points in 20 games for Quinn Hughes so far. Insane, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he's one of the best, if not the best defenseman in the National Hockey League. Yeah, 23 points in 26 games with the Canucks. 21 points in 19 games right now with the Wild. 22 points in 20 games, given where we're at in this game right now. Hockey DB still has him with the Canucks jersey on, which is funny. And Detroit sends it deep in the Wild zone. 5 minutes remaining in the second period. 40 people watching on YouTube. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash that like button. Red Wings can't set anything up. Wild get it back. Defense looking to break out, but Detroit with a solid forecheck, just lurking at the blue line. But here comes Johansson with speed. Hits Tarasenko. Tarasenko the shot. Another gliding left side save by Talbot. Unbelievable. 4:43. Can't get it out. Tried to spring Tarasenko again. Tarasenko with it. Can't get it on net. Johansson slaps it in front. Tarasenko goes to the other corner. Tarasenko back. Johansson with a shot. Another save by Talbot. Great shift for this line, man. Great shift. The Ek, Johansson, and Tarasenko line. All right. TV timeout here. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, man. I think long-term McKenna, short-term Stenberg. I think McKenna has slightly higher ceiling, but just being the Canadian boy, it would just, I don't know, it like slightly higher ceiling, and the Canucks aren't in a rush. You know, they're not even in a rush for him to come over. Like, if put it this way, if Canucks have the first overall pick, draft him and say, if you want to go back to Penn State, you can. Make another almost $1 million there. You know, put some muscle, because he's young, right? He went to Penn State right when he turned 18, or he might have played some games as a 17-year-old because he graduated high school a year early. But it's Vancouver, so if they go the Swedish route again, I have no issue, because that is Vancouver's identity, right? It's basically Sweden. I don't think either of them are going to be a bust. But I would say if they get the first, I'm leaning still McKenna. I think Stenberg will be a great NHL player quicker. But I think McKenna, if, knock on wood, he reaches his ceiling, or at least just his potential like realm, I think, yeah, he's going to be nasty. Hey, look at that. Mike Madonna in the audience. As he is getting close to tie Madonna's point total. How do you think the Olympic team is going to do? And are you going to be screaming for that? I will be. Which team, USA or Canada? I think they're both damn good. I think a sleeper team is definitely the Czechs this year. And I think the IOC is knows exactly what they're doing, putting in Canada and the US in very easy brackets so that they can meet in the important games. Sleeper team for Finland's good too. Sweden's just too banged up this year. I think Sweden healthy, low key the best team to bet on to win it. Kind of like in the World Juniors, but they're not healthy. It's all about the lottery draft system, eh? Yeah, it's all about Gary Bettman fucking not wanting Canucks to ever get a first overall pick. I'll never forgive Jim Benning, Blue Jay, for drafting Oliu over Matthew Tkachuk, though. I know hindsight's 2020, but that was just still not a good move. All right, 4 minutes on the clock. Face off to the right of Talbot. And surprise, surprise, Detroit wins the face off again. 3:53. Red Wings. Oh, another turnover for the Wild, and the Red Wings have it in their zone right in front of the net. Shot, score. Can't stop that one. Can't stop that one. Beautiful. Was that Lucas Raymond? And there it is. And Detroit back with the lead. 2-1 Red Wings with only a couple minutes left. Oh, and that went 5-0-2. It happened so fast. It happened so fast. He was barely. Oh my God. Yeah, he was not expecting that one. The turnovers are costing them, man. The turnovers are costing them. And Detroit is now up one. Okay, 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the period. I thought there was only like 2. And Hinostroza going for it. He gets tripped up there. Unable to get that shot off. Minnesota behind the net. And here come the Red Wings up the left side. We've got the good ESPN announcer. Yeah, because this isn't on ESPN Plus. 2:56. Detroit with it, gaining the line. Beautiful pass to the slot, shot. And there's a nice save by Gustafsson. 2:44. And the Wild are sending this one down the length of the ice, but this one might be icing. No icing here. So somebody must have touched it. 2:33. Here comes Detroit again. I mean, for a team who played back-to-back, Detroit still got a lot of energy, man. A lot of young bucks. Not Hamonic, though, but he rips this in. 56th point for Lucas Raymond this season. Man, he's a good player. I like this ESPN guy when he does the college hockey NCAA tournament games. 2:11. And the Red Wings again send it right back into the zone. Wild are able to corral it. They try to make their pass. Broken up by Detroit. Back to the defenseman. Wild again up the right side. Able to tip this deep. Talbot sends it back to the neutral zone. Detroit's going to backhand this in. And here come Faber and Hughes. Hughes with it. 1 minute and 43 seconds. Detroit gets it back after the Wild dumped it in. Detroit. It would have been icing, but Hughes got it back. Quinn Hughes, Faber behind the net. Tried to spring whoever was in the corner, but shot. Man, that went to Hartman. And Talbot had to go way out in the crease. And Hartman's pissed. Looks like he almost smashed his stick there. Great save, dude. Talbot's dialed tonight, too. Talbot is friggin' dialed tonight. He's made some excellent saves. I don't know how that wasn't a trip on Hinostroza. I guess because it was a body check. Just a low check. Dude, what a fun game. The Wild really need to win this faceoff, and they can't. Dude, they've had such an issue winning faceoffs here tonight. Faber, able to hold the line. Shot. Kaprizov can't fetch the rebound. Detroit with it in the neutral zone. DeBrincat with a shot, and that goes left up and wide. And we're going to have a whistle. 57 seconds. Oh, that went up into the netting. That's why. Did you watch Dostal going all Vezina against the Avs last night? Yes, and it was amazing. $57 seconds. I was cooking while I was watching it, and then I had to I kept stopping. Oh, what a save by Gustafsson and a rebound save as well. I kept stopping what I was doing and turning the burners off, and I was just staring at the game. Then reheat everything. Yeah, it was my dinner prep took an hour and a half longer because of that game. Detroit farm system has to be a lot better than it's been in the past. The town is finally catching up with what the fans expect in the D. Absolutely, Dave. I think it's taken longer than expected. Johansson was hurt on that play. He's slowly getting up. But here come the Wild. Right side, Faber. Pass back to Hughes. Hughes comes in front. Shot, but Red Wings get in front of that one. Great effort by Quinn Hughes. Effortlessly getting into the pocket there, but a great job blocking the shot by Detroit. And that will do it for the second period. Detroit up a goal going into the third. We'll go over the box score. We'll take your guys' thoughts and comments. Oh, a little... Oh, shit. Eriksson Ek, of course, getting in the mix of things. Our boy's back. Hey, what is up? Inside the Zone with Mateo. Keep up the good work. I do these live play reactions for MN Sports and NFL games. My main form is podcast form. Really like the content. I've been watching you for a while. Yo, shout out Inside the Zone with Mateo. Our producer for this channel is named Mateo. Guys, go check out his channel as well. I know Wild are down, but it's okay, boys. They will come back. Hey, it's a really good game. 56 people watching right now. Let's go, baby.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking.
I appreciate you guys. For those listening for the play-by-play here, I know this was a tougher game to watch, but that is it for this period. Let's quickly go over some of the stats here, and then I'll leave you guys with another actually really good clip. I promise we will continue to bring guests on in between periods. It's just been tough right out of the holidays. Everyone's busy. Everyone's sick. Everyone's getting back into the groove of things. But in the future streams, we will be bringing guests back on for these intermissions. So and obviously guests either who cover the Minnesota Wild or who cover the team in which they are playing. All right, 29 shots for the Wild, 25 for Detroit. So they've come up there and able to have the lead in shots at the end of the period, but trailing where it counts. What's up, Bryce? They're playing well, but they need to win more faceoffs. Absolutely. Dude, at one point it was 17-4. In the first period, 17-4, man. It's on paper looked a little bit better as of late, 18-26, but still down a lot, and they're losing key faceoffs. That's the thing. Power play's been pretty good. 1 for 3. That third one was insane. Cam Talbot making some amazing saves. I think we have to, before we just rip the Wild, we have to give credit where credit is due. Cam Talbot's been playing really good. Detroit's speed, they're for playing a back-to-back games, doesn't look like their gas tank has been affected yet. We'll see how this third period plays out. If they do, they better get we're talking Sebastian Aho, Austin Matthews. I'm not saying straight up 1 for 1, but that's Wallstead will have to be in a trade package for one of those type of guys. I think Stramel and someone from the farm team would be enough to get a O'Reilly level. I love your North Star sweatshirt. You're probably too young to remember when they were around. My favorite North Star is Hartsburg, aka Hardy. Let's go. Yeah, I've lived in Minnesota for almost 5 years now, which is crazy. And I've been covering the Minnesota Wild since 2017. But yes, I am from Canada. Hey. Add Riley Hyde or Pert. Yeah, or Lambos, I mean, ew. Fucking teabag. I literally fucking teabagged myself there. Clip it. BC, baby. I lived in Prince George and on Vancouver Island. But it was awesome living in Prince George. I got to watch the Prince George Cougars play a lot in the WHL. And Derek Bugard played for the team. Bufflin played for the team. Chara played for the team. Dan Hamhuis played for the team. I'm sure there's other Cougars that I'm missing, but it was good shit. Yeah. So I co-founded the Hockey Podcast Network in Canada. And when I left that company, I was still doing this podcast and we grew it into a little network of its own. So instead of just hosting the Sota Pod show, it's now a network that hosts various shows. So Fellowship of the Rink with Joe Smith, Judd's Buds with Spoke Z, Wildly Informed with Brett Marshall, MNCAA with the Gopher Podcast Boys. And then I just jump on and do live streams because I love watching live hockey. I think that if they can't get a big fish, they might get somebody. O'Reilly, for me, it's because the player works out and his contract works out. I think they'll try to find somebody who they don't have to necessarily marry long term. Long and short of it, I don't think they're going to make a desperation trade this year for their long term top center that is going to make Hughes sign. Now, maybe that turns out to be O'Reilly and it works out, and for the next 3 years, that's their guy. I think they're going to try. I truly think they're going to try to get a big fish. And if it fails, maybe making a move like that for a, let's just say for the sake of conversations, a second line center, an 85 ranked guy on be a GM mode of fucking the NHL games for context, then that might be something that they pull the trigger on this year. But we'll see. So many studs from the Cougars. Absolutely. I did the opposite. I live in Washington, though. Oh, no way. The Pacific Northwest. It's nice. It's nice. Cal Peterson would probably be the backup if we trade Jesper. Peterson isn't that bad in the NHL. Well, and Russo said that likely a backup would be coming back in the trade, or they would immediately make a trade for a backup goaltender who's capable. You know what I mean? Dude, love that the chat's buzzing right now. Love that Red Wings fans are here. Just general hockey fans are here. And Wild hockey fans are here as well. Smash that like button, subscribe, vote in the poll question. We do at least one Wild stream every single week. We stream all the World Juniors. We stream we're going to stream as much Olympics as we can. Unfortunately, I am going on the road with a client. He's going on a podcast tour, but I will be in Airbnbs, hotels, people's houses. I will have internet, so I will be planning on doing as many Olympic hockey games as I can, but yeah, I'm definitely aiming to do the important games. All right, let's quickly look over some of the stats here before we get to, like I said, we don't have a guest, but we'll tease another clip for you guys. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but I did live in Oakville, Ontario, between Hamilton and Toronto. I lived in Minnesota for most of my life. Nice, Dave. I have family who lived in Hamilton, and I have family who lived in, or not family, but an ex-girlfriend of mine's family who I just met. They're big hockey. Oshawa. Shout out to the Jennies. They're from Oshawa. But yeah, I got some family in Ontario. My dad comes from a big family, and he has a sister in Quebec, a brother in Ontario, and the rest of his family's in the States. And then my mom's American, so all her family's in the States. Dual citizen, but grew up in Canada. Other than it being minus friggin' 20 right now, fucking love Minnesota. I don't mind shoveling. I just hate shivering. You know what I mean? This ain't shoveling weather. This is shivering weather. There ain't no snow in sight. It was clear blue skies today, but cold as balls. Anyways. All right. As far as big minutes, Joel Eriksson right back in the mix. 14 minutes. Hartman, some big minutes as well. 14 minutes. Kirill Kaprizov, 16. Tarasenko, just under 13. Zuccarello, 15. Damn, some big minutes for those guys. Hughes, 20, of course. 16 for Faber. Dude, 20 minutes already for Quinn Hughes is insane. There's still a whole period of hockey left. That is insane, man. Middleton, 12. Spurgeon, 12. 16 for Faber and 20 minutes for Quinn Hughes already. That's wild, man. That is wild. Gustafson, 9-2 save percentage, 2 goals on 23 or on 20 or on 24 shots. There we go. Anyways, on 25 shots. I want to take a quick break. I'm going to one last time refill this cup of tea, do a quick stretch, and I think 8 minutes we'll be back. 8 minutes we'll be back for the third period. Red Wings up 1 goal. Cam Talbot's been playing out of his mind. Red Wings have been playing some pretty good hockey. The Wild have had their moments. But they got to get their face-off freaking game together. They got to watch those turnovers. And, I mean, Detroit's got to slow down a little bit here. I know they're young guns, but they got to slow down a little bit here, right? So back on the other side, 4 third period play-by-play. But I ain't leaving you to hang. I ain't leaving you out to dry right here, guys. Full clip And full episode is obviously every Monday live, but the live stream is still there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I mean, like, I can, so I did. And it helps that I can work in both countries, and I fucking love Minnesota, dude. I love this state. It is awesome. Anyways, back on the other side, I'm going to leave you guys with a hot topic here. As you can see, Man, Bear, Pig on fire right now. Hot topic here that was on this week's episode of Judd's Buds. Back in 5 minutes for the third period. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, just all in. Who is this show named after?
Judd.
There's a lot of Judds.
Bracket.
Okay. Who's the guy that we go big swinging for in honor of Judd Brackett? And how would you feel about doing so?
Petey?
Petey.
I love Petey. So
Oh, there we go. Mateo's with me.
there you go. Do the Wild circle back to Vancouver for Petey.
It ain't going to be cheap, especially because you're probably going to ask them to retain because you got to re-sign Quinn. But again, if it's for him, let's just spitball here, Z. Are you giving up a first Yurov and Stramel to make that happen? Plus, I'm sure there's a little bit of something else on the side.
I went to go pull up Elias Pettersson on Puckpedia, and it naturally, because there's 1,000 of the same guy over there, I pulled up the other one. I was like, he's not 21. He's been in the league for so long. I was like, oh, right, that's the wrong Elias
I
Pettersson.
pulled up the Vancouver one. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, oh, shit. Yeah, let's see. There it is. Why is this not loading now? Let's see. Yeah, production's taking another a crazy dip. It's not been great. 29 points, 40 games. I think I got hurt again. 11-6 cap hit for 6 more years. I don't know. I'm a big Elias Pettersson fan. Yeah.
But like it goes right in line with them rebuilding. Clearly, like shit's just not good in Vancouver. I don't know.
I am like, if they were doing, I'd be like, you know what? Certainly not. I wouldn't be angry. And I think again, like I just don't think the last 2 years of Elias Pettersson should like be the player that people think that, like, I don't think people should think that's who he is. Like we saw him just be a fucking dominant force for that fucking team. And then shit hit the fan there. And it's just ever since, like, no one's really been the same since, I mean, realistically, the last 2-3 years. So I don't know. Like when I look at, when you're going to mortgage a ton of futures, or if you're going to like talk about pushing the chips in big time, and it's a player that's realistically on the outs right now, or at least a team that needs to do the full-on rebuild right now, to me, Elias Pettersson is a guy that makes sense. That being said, like, you have to hope that he could at least get back to close to what he was putting up. He was putting up 100
let's
points,
be real,
obviously.
though.
He's making
Like,
11.6 for 6 more years.
He has played with good line mates. He's never played with Kirill Kaprizov.
Right.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, it is different and weird. It's a team full of Swedes. He's got Quinn Hughes here. Like, he is going to come in and be comfortable right away. Plus, just, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you go to social media, Minnesota can be a weird place, but Vancouver is toxic. It's a whole hell. It is insane. And like, I like a lot of people in Vancouver. It's not a shot at the people. Like, I understand a level of the toxicity, but it's just like unhinged. To go out and burn your city, losing in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals is unhinged.
When did that happen? I don't even
I feel like that is the only home run swing that exists out there for the Wild.
Yeah, I mean, like, realistically, if we could go back 6 months ago, when we were pretty confident that the Red Wings were to suck again, the full swing for Larkin.
I'm still not convinced they don't suck.
I mean, they're still fucking right there. They're still second in the fucking division. The only reason they're not in first is because Tampa Bay won 11 in a row.
No, it's because Steve Eisman wasn't willing to put his balls on the table like Billy did.
Sack up, yeah.
Sack up.
Yeah, again, so like in all seriousness, with Elias Pettersson, center Elias Pettersson, obviously the last couple years are going to like make me nervous, but that's like a swing that I'd be like, you know what?
That's how you can afford it.
Like, right. That's what's crazy is like how much damage his stuff is like that stock has is like how much of a hit that's really taken the last couple years.
Yeah.
The conversations around him. Because I mean, other thing that he gets like weirdly tagged with is like he's a soft blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, how do you how many fucking shots he's blocking and like how good he is as a two-way centerman? Like he is legit. Like this.
That's the thing. It's not. It's not an age curve. It's not an age curve. It's not like something's changed with his game. It's that the Vancouver market has gotten to him. And if you go back 3 years and say like, oh, Minnesota fans don't want to bring in Elias Pettersson because they're afraid that he's not going to live up. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Cowards.
Yeah. It is a risk. It absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as what we've got left to spend, he is the best we can pursue. Unless the Penguins fall out and somehow Sidney Crosby says, yeah, I'll come because Flowers there. Like, I don't see anyone else being available to the Wild that is even remotely of that ceiling. The floor is concerning, but we're talking about big swings. And guess what? If that swing happens, you know that Quinn Hughes has been thoroughly vetted for this. Like, we are not trading for Elias Pettersson without Quinn Hughes being like, yes, Billy, do it. So
well, here's the thing, too. There is another team in the East that is.
This interview is brought to you by our friends at Waggle. Waggle is a golf term, so their origin is obvious. But, like you and I, their roots extend well beyond the tee box. Waggle is rooted in early mornings on the water and late nights around the campfire, in lacing up the skates, and in casting a line. These hobbies and passions are what inspire their team daily to create apparel that makes you say, wow, this was made for me. Because, really, it was. Waggle's biggest sale of the year is live right now. Hats, polos, pants, shorts, jackets, flannels, socks, everything is 30% off. We pulled together a list of our all-time favorite products, so make sure you shop the link in the description. And we are back alive here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel. So if you're watching on Twitter/X, get your ass over to YouTube and join our community here. That was Spoke Z and State of Hoppy on a clip from the last episode of Judd's Buds. It airs live every Monday night around 9:30 p.m. So check that out live. If you guys want to join their live chat, we post the full episode. It's on the YouTube channel. Click the live section, as well as Wildly Informed that dropped yesterday, and clips from the podcast drop every week as well. But the puck has just dropped right now in the third period, so let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Wings leading one, but Patrick Kane shot on the Wild's net, and Detroit unable to keep this puck in the Wild zone. Wild with a 2-on-1. Great spinning move. Pass to the corner. Wild back to the blue line. Quinn Hughes. Spinning move himself. Quinn Hughes slap shot through the pocket. Rebound. Putting it home. And score. That was early. Talk about a quick jolt of momentum here. Hey. Let's fucking go. What's up, Horror Ducks? Good to see you. Hope you're staying warm, brother.
Spinning move after spinning move after spinning move. Hell yeah. A little backhand. And I think Kaprizov put it home. Zuccarello on the backhand there. Beauty. It ain't the prettiest goal, but sometimes they got to be dirty. And we're back to square one. This game is tied. Good to see you guys in the chat. Thanks everyone still hanging out with us here. It's a late one. It's a cold one and it's a late one, chat. 18:58 on the clock, and the Red Wings being pressured by the Wild. Turnover, and Wild trying to get the shot off opportunity. And Tarasenko unable to put it home, but puck back behind the net. In front, Ek trying to shovel this in. Red Wings, little frazzled right here. Can't get this puck out. Johansson, man. Beautiful opportunity there. Shots 30-26 for the Wild. What a start to the period. Red Wings, unable to get through the neutral zone. Good defense here by the Wild. Here comes the Wild again. Yurov through center with speed. He passes. Shot. Hunt. And Talbot makes the save. And we're going to have a face-off in the Wild zone. Great start to this period for Minnesota. Man, Johansson with the one-handed stick lift to get this puck taken away. A good defensive effort by Detroit. But talk about coming out scoring, soaring and scoring. And every line, too. This is Johansson, by the way, his 1,030th game. And here comes Hinostroza with some speed. Backhand rebound. Foligno unable to get it, but a shot from the blue line. That doesn't get through. Bodies on the floor. These guys still are tripping over themselves even at times here. Detroit unable to cleanly gain the zone, but they're here. Keep forgetting Talbot played for Minnesota. Really? See, I keep forgetting he is playing for Detroit. Dude, some of like the best recent seasons for the Wild were when Talbot was in net. Hughes with it. It was short but sweet. It was short but sweet. The goal was turnover by Detroit again, but I'm unable to put it home. It was Zuccarello on the dirty little backhand. I didn't know if anyone touched it. And Quinn Hughes still with the points. Wild back into the Red Wings zone. Night and day compared to most of the second period play, to be honest. They're so going to OT. I still think next goal wins. And I don't think it's going to be an OT. You might be right. And maybe it's just the please don't go to OT because I want to slide into bed. I brushed my teeth in that break. I'm literally going right to bed after this because I got to get up at 5 a.m. to freaking cover Muay Thai. 16 minutes and Detroit, not with a nice opportunity, but Gustafson forced to be sharp. Wild hungry as fuck tonight. Wild will go to OT like every third game. I mean, what a stat that is, too. Oh, both bodies go to the ground, but no one can get this puck through. 2-2. Minnesota. They look to reset. Pass through the neutral zone. Can't tip it in Detroit. So Detroit gets it back and they send it down the neutral zone. Puck trickles all the way back down to Gustafson. He leaves it for Middleton. And the Wild can't gain the zone clean. Things starting to settle down a little bit here. Detroit. I will say they've been taking advantage of the bottom six. Other than that one play recently, they have been taking advantage of these matchups here tonight. 15-14. Still can't get it out. Detroit back to the circle. Shot. Rebound behind the net. Big hit by the Wild. Detroit back with it. Detroit back to the blue line. Shot. That doesn't get through. Nice block shot for the Wild. Nobody on the left side, and Detroit throws it to nobody in the Wild. They're finally able to get this. Oh, big hit on Trenyon. God damn. And here comes Detroit. They send it in. Detroit behind the net. They dump it. Setting up. Set one in front. And oh, what a tip goal by Detroit. My God. And Detroit scores another quick and early one here in this third period. 14 minutes on the clock in Detroit. Them pesky Red Wings. Hey, look at that. James Van Riemsdyk. Always been a fan of James Van Riemsdyk. He was training, I think he trained most of the summer in Minnesota, actually. Joseph LeBate. God, and there's a few other Minnesota guys. I think Forbert was skating with him this summer, too. Brutal. Fuck indeed. James fucking Van Riemsdyk. How's his season going right now? Loved him when he was with Philly early in his career. I thought he played excellent in Toronto too. I mean, I fucking hate the Leafs, but I thought he played very good with them as well. Oh yeah, then he went back to Philly and actually played decent. Columbus last year. 22 points, 13 goals already this year. Fucking rights, man. Let's go, JVR. Oh, no. Always liked watching him play. Second overall. That's right. Damn. All right. Detroit back up here. 14:09. Still a lot of time. Don't worry. We'll get that Tarasenko goal. 13:56. Wild back in Detroit zone. Puck in front of the net. Hartman digging at it. Rebound and score! They don't have to be pretty. And the Wild tie it. We're back at square one again. Zuccarello with his second of the game. Detroit wants a penalty for this one. Are they going to challenge this call? Nah, they got nothing. Fuck yeah, beauty. Back and forth. Oh, okay, the goalie wants a penalty on the slashing. Wait, the glove? We'll see. No call, and the puck has dropped, ladies and gentlemen. I will say, for a late night game, this has been a fun one. Damn, I kind of want Detroit to win. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Oh, come on, no challenge. And saved by Talbot here on the Wild, and a penalty coming up. Is this on the Wild? The Red Wings are going on the power play. They are 1 for 2 on their power play right now, guys. Triggered a penalty. I'm surprised they called tripping. They weren't calling it the whole second period. Oh, and Eck takes the penalty. That's not good. Zuccarello's got the last 2 goals for the Wild. The backhand was nice. All right, TV timeout here, guys. Whew, we can breathe for a second. Wild go on the penalty kill. Again, Wild have the worst penalty kill at home, by the way, guys. Or 30th. I'm a friendly rivalry guy, so I'm not going to get pissy if Detroit loses. I don't care who wins. Got a feel for the fans. Hope their cars start cold as fuck. Yeah, dude. It's a full house there, too, by the looks of it. Yeah, right now it is minus 18 Fahrenheit for me. So that's like 27-ish Celsius. Definitely a good game no matter what happens. I've enjoyed this one. I've thought, he's been fine tonight, man. He's been fine tonight. He has been put in so many fucking crazy. I mean, he's lived like they've given him no rope. They've literally thrown him back in the ringer, and I think he's been fine. I think he's been fine. Like, do I think that was a good penalty? No, but he's been out there for like 2-minute shifts twice tonight already too, and hasn't disappointed on those shifts either. So, yeah, the Wild haven't given him any rope. I'm not giving him any rope. I'm being realistic based on what I've seen. I don't think he's been even close to the issue tonight. Yeah, I disagree though. Like, I haven't seen it. I'm a Leafs fan anyways, even if they suck. Hey, Mike Madonna's being interviewed right now. I've been surprised with how, like, Detroit just hasn't seemed to slow down at all, like, speed-wise this game. Still a horse, then. Yeah. Absolutely. He's been in front of the net. He's been... I feel like... And this is for a good defenseman, too. The mistakes are louder when you're involved a lot, and he's always involved, so... Do I think I think he'll be banged up for the rest of the season? You know, I mean, maybe in the Olympics. I mean, he's playing, right? So we'll see. But he's just that type of player. Hopefully, come playoffs, he's not completely broken, though. It's crazy that Detroit's putting on a show after going to OT with the Leafs last night. Absolutely. In my area of Minnesota, it's minus 15 Fahrenheit. Feels like minus 38. Didn't even notice that when I went outside. It was windy earlier today, but I haven't gone outside yet in a little while. Wild have been doing a good job of killing this penalty, by the way. Detroit having a hard time setting up in the Wild zone. Honestly, hoping for a good game. It's been a good game, so I'm happy. I live in Minnesota and, you know, host and produce Sota Pod stuff, so I have a rooting interest in the Wild. But at the end of the day, the Canucks are my team. I'm just here to facilitate some great Minnesota Wild hockey, play-by-play every week, and to watch some good games. Who are you going for? Love Pink Panther, by the way. There's got to be. One minute remaining on Detroit's power play. They win the faceoff. Left side. Kane tried to spring his man at center, but JT Compher barely knew her. He gets flattened. And Sandy Pellica for the Red Wings has to settle things down, and they're going to reset. Compher loses at the blue line. There's got to be at least one Russian. Maybe not. You might be right. That is crazy. There's not a single Russian on Detroit. Wow. I thought there would have had to be one. Nope, not one. Good stat. Good stat. Here in Canada, it's minus 21 Celsius, and it's supposed to be minus 25 Celsius tomorrow. Are you in Ontario? I know they're getting a crazy friggin' cold storm as well. And that will do it for the power play. Detroit couldn't get really anything going there. Salmon arms, stand up. All right, 5-on-5 now. Detroit gaining the zone. 11 minutes on the clock. Shot from Detroit. That goes right and wide. Wild now. They send it to the neutral zone. Pass up the left side. Slowing things down. Drop pass. Minnesota back to the blue line. Faber's shot. And Detroit blocked that shot. Nice. Yeah, I live in Minnesota, but I'm from BC. But I've been in Minnesota for almost 5 years. Shot, Faber picking at it down low and saved by Talbot. And here come the Red Wings up the right side. But I have some family in Ontario, so definitely traveled a bunch around Ontario. And one of my siblings is lives in she goes to Queens. Why am I blanking? Tragically hip. Fucking They even have a OHL team. Kitchener. Shout out to the Rangers. I remember Detroit having all those Russian players that used to play for the Red Wings in the late 90s. Yep. It's been a great game to watch. One of the closer games Wild have had in a while. Absolutely. And Gustafson's been pretty damn good, man. Nice pad save there. Great rebound control. Oh, and Middleton. Good job sticking up for the boys there. And Middleton Faber out there right now. All right, he's back on the bench. Shout out to Tanner for being a member as well. Appreciate you. Should have waited for the break to OT to brush your teeth. I know. You jinxed it. Hell yeah, I've been to many Kitchener Rangers game, at least close to 15 since I was younger. Dude, that's awesome. See, I grew up in Prince George, so I used to go to Prince George Cougars games in the WHL. I did live in London, Ontario for a year, and I went to a bunch of London Knights games. Actually, the first game was London Knights for the Kitchener Rangers that I ever saw in the OHL. Shot by the Red Wings, and what a save by Gustafson. Kaprizov. Back to Hughes. Big pass through center. Kaprizov unable to take that pass. I live in San Francisco at the moment. It's like 60 degrees here every day. Ain't that nice, Steve? Ain't that nice? Look, I don't mind all the seasons. It's just been colder than recent years right now. There's just a certain point where it doesn't matter. Like, once it gets to a certain cold threshold, all humans are just going to complain. Great opportunity by the Wild. Unable to put that through. Shot from the blue line. Doesn't get through. And we're going to have a tripping call. Wait, who's going on the power play? The Wild are going to go on the power play? No, wait. Hold on. Who the fuck's going to the box? Is it Yurov who tripped up Hamonic, or is it Hamonic who tripped up Yurov? Second penalty for Hamonic? Hey! That's his second tripping call of the night, Mr. Mustache. He played for the Canucks for a little bit, Travis Hamonic. I respect Minnesota. It's been hard for you guys in the last couple of weeks, but your team doesn't give a damn. They keep on putting on a show after show. Absolutely. Power play clutch time. It's going to be minus 15 tomorrow morning in our city. Steven, it's minus 17 right now. I elected not to go grocery shopping today, but I'm going to go tomorrow early afternoon, like around 3 p.m.-ish, and I'm 4 p.m. I guess right after traffic I'll go, but yeah. I got to load up, man. I got to load up because if the power goes out and shit, I need some non-perishables. I need to do some food prep. I need some soup. It's like every other year, we either have a cold as fuck winter, snowy as fuck winter. We get both this round. Yep. The only team I care about from Canada is the Canucks because I was born in British Columbia and lived on Vancouver Island and Prince George, and yeah, Canucks are the team. I hate Aquilini right now, and I think the franchise is an absolute disgrace and a joke, but like they're still my team. And I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs, not just as my least favorite like NHL or Canadian team. Like I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs more than I love my mother. I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs more than oh god, I'll get demonetized on this channel if I continue to go down this route. But there is nothing I hate more in this life than the Toronto Maple Leafs. And like I would cut off an arm if it meant that they never win in my lifetime. Just so I know the fans can just, sorry to our friend in the chat here. I don't hate Leafs fans, and I like some Leafs players. Toronto Maple Leafs are just my mortal enemy. They're going, fuck the Leafs. Should have gone to the grocery store on Wednesday, to be honest. True. I think I had something going on. I was doing Wildly Informed and I was working, but anyways. Anyway, power play here for the Wild. Hey, we love you, brother. But I just can't. I grew up in Western Canada. I got Sportsnet and TSN just shoved Toronto sports content down our fucking throats my whole life. And I just can't stand it. Fuck the Argos. Fuck the Raptors. Fuck the Leafs. Fuck Toronto FC. Fuck the Marlies. What did I miss? You're not gonna like me all that much then. I became a Maple Leafs fan, so I lived in Toronto. I despise Montreal. I don't really fucking like. I mean, I don't hate Montreal like I hate the Leafs, but I don't root for Canadian teams because they're Canadian, because they're not. They're international teams. Just like Minnesotans don't root for Wisconsin because they're American. Shot by Hughes. Like I always say this example, like I don't root for Canadian teams in the NHL because they're Canadian. Just like say Toronto had an NFL team and it was Wisconsin, Toronto in for the Super Bowl. No Vikings fan would ever root for the fucking Packers, right? So like I'm not going to root for Toronto because they're Canadian or blindly root for Canadian teams. You know, it doesn't matter. This ain't Olympics. Montreal's logo looks like a toilet bowl. Leafs, Canadians, and Bruins. No, it's fine. I'm slowly phasing out of Leafs Nation and becoming a Detroit Red Wings fan. I give two shits about the Leafs unless they're playing either Pittsburgh or Minnesota. No, Dave, I respect all hockey fans. And I don't even like blindly just hate Leafs players. Like I was just glazing Van Riemsdyk there when he played with the Leafs. Him, Kessel, Lupul. They were good. They were good. Great penalty kill by the Detroit Red Wings, by the way. I literally have nothing really to commentate on as far as the Wild here. Unless we're playing the Bears, nobody likes those guys outside of Chicago. There you go. There you go. 18 seconds. Yurov. Put it this way. I have no allegiance to the Edmonton Oilers, so I'm glad they lost the last 2 years. When Winnipeg didn't have a team, they would all come down and cheer for every Canadian team against the Wild. My next hated team in Canada is the Winnipeg Jets. I like the Jets. I loved Bufflin, and I know all the Wild fans here like, curse you, Isha. Why do you like the Jets? But it took, like, since they moved from Atlanta, it took like 2 or 3 years. They had that French coach for a bit. And then they were just fun teams to watch. All right, Talbot gloves this one, 647. What are my best 2 picks for UFC Saturday? I'm going to make a 2-team parlay. This is not an MMA stream, so you'll have to join me on City Life for that one. I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll be live for 3 streams tomorrow, so catch me tomorrow and we'll talk some MMA. No fucking way. Here's my channel. I'll be live tomorrow, 3 shots starting at 5:30 a.m. Eastern. So you'll catch me. And we'll go over the card. By the way, I also post prospects. Why would I give you minus 400 favorites? No, seriously. Why would you even comment that? That makes no sense at all. 615. Did they have a Minnesota players on the Jets back in the day? There were a few. There's at least a couple. 6 minutes. But again, I didn't follow them for that reason. 555. I also posted prospect videos and highlights and tape on all the prospects on the UFC card as well. 546. And Detroit sent this one back into the neutral zone. Toronto, Boston, Blackhawks. Shout out to being a Canucks fan. All right, TV timeout. There are some good underdogs on the UFC card. So there's better underdogs on freaking LFA, though. 533 face-off. Won by the Red Wings. Of course. 519. Red Wings get it back again. 510. Well, I mean, like, we're doing a hockey stream play-by-play. Like, what the hell? 501. Back into Detroit zone, back to the blue line, and unable to get that shot on. .446. You're probably a better gambler than me too, because I don't gamble. I just watch fights. But if you join me tomorrow, happy to go over it. 4:36, and this puck goes into the neutral zone. If you don't have Song Yudong, okay, we have a TV timeout. Let me quickly go over some stuff here. If you don't got Song Yudong as an underdog, I feel like that's a good one. I mean, Derek Lewis is a coin flip at this point because Acosta is dangerous, but Derek Lewis can always win. Rose is an underdog. I think Silva's going to win, but Rose is a pretty good underdog. Arnold Allen's a really good underdog. I don't trust Krylov. I don't trust Perez. Denzel Freeman is not a bad underdog either. I am picking Hockett to win, but Freeman's not a bad underdog. Ricky Tercio somehow just wins decisions. But I am picking Smotherman to win. And yeah, there we go. Blake Wheeler's from Plymouth. Yes, Blake Wheeler. That's what I didn't know where he was from in Minnesota. What about Volkanovski versus Lopez on 31st? Who you got for that? I don't know. Just remember the Winter Olympics is coming up soon. Anyone see that small scoreboard at the hockey stadium? How's anyone supposed to see the replays from that thing? Yes, and the small neutral zone. It would be awesome if Zuccarello ended it. I mean, if Volk's in the same shape as he fought him last time, then Volk could very well still win the fight, but Volk's becoming more Unk Volk every fight, so I'm torn on that one. Either could win. Is it more Canadian to be called a Canuck or Canadian? A hoser, actually. Yeah, a hoser. Shout out to Fubar. Yo, if there's any Americans in the chat here who haven't seen Fubar, 1 or 2, you got to check it out. Is the ice even smaller than the NHL in the Olympics now? I missed the Olympic sizes. Yes, it's smaller than NHL. The neutral zone is tiny. 423. Smoke them if you got them. Y'all don't even need any of that shit tonight to go to bed. It's so late. Red Wings for the win, I hope. I got 650, 2-teamer parlay. And they're my last leg. Godspeed. 408. I know. Russia is appealing it. Though. But I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, they might be able to play World Championship in the summer. 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Hughes with the puck as both teams change. You guys ready for 2030 Olympics in France? Tabarnak. Faber. Back to Hughes. Hughes bumblefucked it. And here comes Detroit breakaway. And Gustafsson with the save. But the puck goes up. And Detroit back with it. Deflected. And here come the Wild again. Whew. If that didn't make your heart fly out of your chest there for a moment, I was able to sweat a little bit there. That warmed me up. 318. Another risky but good passing play for Detroit. Patrick Kane unable to control that puck. The Gus bus, baby. Blackhawks killed my big parlay. Hurricanes were minus 360 favorites. Damn. Yeah, there's been some crazy games here today. 254. Yo, almost 80 people here in the chat. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much for hanging out. Shot from the blue line. Rebound. And that goes left and wide. Again, big shout out to Talbot here tonight. Cam Talbot for the Detroit Red Wings, former Minnesota Wild goaltender. He's been out of his mind good here tonight. 39 freaking shots for the Wild. Oh, and just missing that pass in the slot was Yurov, but he does keep the puck in. Detroit now with it through the neutral zone. Yeah, this has been a terrible night in faceoffs for the Wild. Detroit have won 38 faceoffs. The Wild only 20. And usually the Wild are pretty damn good at faceoffs. Van Riemsdyk with it. Dude, James Van Riemsdyk and Patrick Kane on the same team. What is this? Team USA? Circa freaking 2006? No, I guess more 2010, but still. 149. Oh, behind the net. Look for the wraparound. No rebound. But Detroit with it. Shot. No rebound again. 138. And oh no, this is what happened in the second period where the Wild just kind of collapsed in their own zone. They had some tired legs out there. Oh, what a cross check. Flatten Raymond out there. If I hear Raymond, I want to say Mason. That's how old of a Canucks fan I am. Well, I shouldn't even say old, but that's how much of a Canucks fan I am. And a great save by the Gus Bus. And a little bit of brouhaha in front of the net. Oh my God, the Wild hit the post there. I didn't even realize. And then, yeah, DeBrincat's actually had a good night for the Red Wings tonight. I mean, honestly, the Red Wings, off a back-to-back, have played an excellent game. .120. Face-off to the left of Gustafsson, and Detroit again wins the face-off. Surprise, surprise. This shot goes right and wide. Oh, no, it hit the blocker. Detroit with it. Left side, corner, Faber there. Hughes behind him. 2-on-1, and Detroit gets it back, man. Detroit gets it back, but this puck trickles over the blue line. Final minute. We're going to overtime. 52 seconds. Wild deny entry into their zone. Send it back to center. Detroit finishes their change. Oh, nice stick work for the Wild. They're able to push this back into the Detroit zone. Come on, Wild. 31 seconds. Detroit, they gain the zone. They're in deep corner. $13 seconds. Oh, Detroit with it. Shot. Sharp angle shot. That trickles behind. Blue line. 2 seconds. One last shot. Screen in front. That goes wide, and we are going to overtime. Of course, the game that starts at nearly 10 p.m. Eastern goes to overtime. All right, quick TV timeout, and we are back for OT, ladies and gentlemen. Next goal wins. Both goaltenders have been outstanding. I do give the slight edge. I think Talbot has had the better game. I think especially that, I think it was the second or third power play for the Wild. I mean, Talbot was the only reason that the Wild didn't score. Like, they had so many opportunities. I believe, yeah, the first unit was on the whole time. Detroit wasn't able to change. Feels like a shootout type of night. Oh. Geez, back-to-back OT nights for Detroit, right? Yeah, are Detroit finally going to show even a little bit of fatigue here in this OT? I don't know, man. I don't know. The goalies have been so good that it's like, yeah, whoever gets that up, whoever's on a breakaway, whoever gets the breakaway first. You know what's really sad? The Maple Leafs are my second favorite team, and they haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1967. I'm a diehard Gopher football fan, and they haven't won the Big Ten since 1967. You know what, though? I will leave you with a positive fact here. You hit me with two not so good facts. The Gophers broke their shootout losing streak this year in hockey. First time they've won a shootout at home since 2007. And I was at that game. And the crowd was ridiculously high. No, it was a win, and a win's a win. But then there was like the stats came on the Jumbotron and everything, and I was like, whoa, this is some memorable shit. Oh, I know that was peanuts.
Emotional damage.
I got Detroit unless the Gus bus shuts them down. You know what, though, Dave? The Vancouver Canucks have made it to the Stanley Cup Finals twice, and both times the cities burnt themselves to the ground. So I think that's still the saddest thing in sports. The saddest stat in sports. The Canucks are 2 riots. So 0-2 and 2-0 in riots. Oh, great opportunity by Detroit. Good defense and an even better save by Gustafsson. Here's Kaprizov with it. Forecheck. Hot and heavy here by Detroit. Hughes with it behind the net. Wild won a power play, but that was just a really good hit. Hughes, 29 minutes of ice time. Quinn Hughes with it. Over the line comes Kaprizov. Kaprizov says, fuck this shit. Shot score! Fuck that hit. Fuck that hit. We're going to sleep. Fuck that hit. We're going to sleep. And that does it, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. What a valiant effort from the Detroit Red Wings. Back-to-back OT nights. Talbot's got to be pissed because he had such a good game. 3 assists for Hughes, 2 goals for Zuccarello, 2 goals for Kaprizov. Kaprizov goes right to the ref, too. He's pissed about that hit, but it was a good hit. And there we have it. We're 500 now, Horror Docs. We're 500 now. That was quick. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't go to a Gopher game till next season after that. LIU lost. Detroit was tired. Kaprizov tied in 8th with Scheifele. Very nice, very nice. You know, Wisconsin Badgers fan. Yeah, we've had success depending on which sport we're talking about here, but man, our football program is horrendously bad. At least you guys have the Golden Axe game to look forward to. Oh, all right, guys. I'm gonna be up very early in the morning. 5 a. Well, actually, I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. Fuck it at this point. I'm gonna miss the prelims. But thank you to everybody who's hanging out with us. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button and subscribe. I will quickly go over some housekeeping notes. So don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Because if you just found us looking for some play-by-play, if you're a hockey fan, I do think you will like this channel. Even if you're not a Minnesota Wild fan, I know a lot of the clips, a lot of the shows are Wild focused, but there is always going to be segments that cover the NHL, college hockey, junior hockey, World Juniors, Olympics, the whole 9 yards. So this is what we got here. As you can see, a lot of Wild focused stuff. But I mean, Jackson Blake was on the last Fellowship of the Rink. A lot of prospect coverage as well. We stream Monday and Wednesday. Prospect and NHL show. Analytics and NHL show. Prospect, NHL, Minnesota Wild show. We do one Wild stream every single week. And look at all the World Juniors coverage we did. I was literally streaming every single day covering World Junior hockey, and we're going to aim to do that for the Olympics as well. So that's the Soda Pod stuff. Last but not least, here's my second channel. I cover combat sports and just post MMA prospect highlights, as you can see here. Some of the Soda Pod content that I'm involved with, I'll post on the channel as well. Crazy stories in the world of mixed martial arts. And I stream 30 plus hours of combat. So I streamed earlier today. We streamed some ACA Young Eagles. Yesterday, we streamed a little R1. Tomorrow we'll be live for One Championship. And as you can see here, we cover everything from Russia, Japan, Czech Republic, Finland, Thailand, America, Poland, Kazakhstan, Peru, I'm a little bit of a junkie when it comes to combat sports, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the City Life Project. You're on the Sota Pod right now. But if you dig my vibe and you want to be part of more streams, hockey and combat sports, which, by the way, the last LFA show in Minnesota, the Minnesotans went 7-0, baby. Let's go. 7-0, baby. Let's go. With Koye Perich going to the Ducks, I'd bet on them to play in the Natty next year, 9-1 odds. I'm not sure, Horror Ducks. I'm not sure. I got to get through this big weekend of streams. Don't remind me. We have the Axe. Chop, chop, chop. What a great game. What a great game. 40 shots on Cam Talbot. Great game, great win, great calls. Love beating Detroit. You may not have the Axe. You may have the Axe, Dave, for now, but we've got your guys' number in men's hockey. That'll do, bud. That'll do. Yeah, this year the Gophers haven't been that great on the ice. Mini tied the Wings at 60, or tied with the Wings at 67 points now. Don't freeze tomorrow, y'all. He shoots. He scores. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you all. Smash that like button and subscribe. And we will see you back next week on the next one. Stay warm. And we'll see you guys on the City Life Project tomorrow for some MMA and Muay Thai. Peace.